Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This will be my September TBR. These are the books that I am hoping to read this following month, but we shall see what actually happens because I was hoping to read a lot more in August than I actually did. You'll see that when I do my August wrap up. And I am staying optimistic for September, but I have been in a bit of a reading slump, so let's hope that this fixes that. For September, I am going to try and focus mainly on physical books. So I feel like I've been definitely neglecting them lately, and I've been really wanting to buy more books, but I feel like I can't justify buying more books without having read the ones that I already have. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Right over here, as you can see, I have the books that I'm hoping to tackle first, or these will at least be my priority. I'm definitely going to be reading books on my trusty Kindle as always. I take this everywhere with me. It's just so useful, and it's great for when I'm out and about, when I have to wait between classes. I even maybe I shouldn't, but I even read when I'm walking sometimes. So I love my Kindle, and I will definitely be reading on my Kindle as well. But the priority this month will be my physical TBR. To start off with, I have Sense and Sensibility. I started this book officially in December of last year, I believe, and that's how far into it I made it. It's a short book, and I've been meaning to read more classics, but I'm struggling. How many pages is this? Okay, it's 336 pages. It's a short book, it's a classic, and let's hope that September will be the month that I finally finish my first book by Jane Austen. Maybe I should have started with a different one. If there's another one that you love by her and you recommend, let me know. Next on the list, we have The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow. Alex E. Harrow is one of my all-time favorite authors, and I have read every single other book by her except The Once and Future Witches. I did start it and I made it that far into the book. I'm gonna definitely restart it because I don't remember anything. And I don't really have a reason as to why I put it down. I was enjoying it. I'm definitely a mood reader, and I'm guessing I was just not in the right mood for it at the time. But I'm hoping that September will be the month. You know, witches starting to get into that fall mood. Although I live in Costa Rica where there are no seasons, so it will make absolutely no difference. I mean, it'll be rainier, so that might motivate me or try to put me in the fall mood. So yeah, I'm gonna tackle this coming month, and hopefully that way I will have read all of her work, which I'm sure I'm gonna love this. I just need to do it. I also love this edition. I love when a book has, what's that called? Like rough edges. I don't know, it gives it more of like an old witchy vibe. This book takes place in 1893, and we follow three sisters. Witches used to be a thing, they were all hunted down. Now it's forbidden, and the three sisters have to navigate the world as they discover their magic. Clearly don't remember enough about this book, so but I mean, there's witches in it, and I love Alex E. Harrow, so definitely gonna love it. Next, we have The Book of Magic by Alice Hoffman. I have been meaning to read this for quite a while. I believe my friend gifted me this book this past Christmas, and if not the one before that. I really hope it was this past Christmas. I've really been neglecting my physical books, and I know absolutely nothing about this book. So let's go ahead and see what this is about. But once again, witchy vibes, fantasy. I think everything in this list, apart from Sense and Sensibility, is fantasy. Okay, I think this is young adult. It's set in a library. I love a book set in a library, hopefully a magical library. Okay, there seems to be a curse set on this family for more than 300 years. And we follow three different generations of the family of the Owens women across time as they deal with this curse from Paris to London to the English countryside. Ooh, this sounds really good. Okay, I'm really excited for this one. Next, we have one that I'm really looking forward to, The Shadow of the Gods. Should I be starting a new series when I have about 20 that I'm currently working through? Probably not, but I will. I believe this is high fantasy, Norse-inspired epic of blood and vengeance. When the gods fought, it was a battle so savage they destroyed themselves, leaving nothing but their bones and the broken land of Vigrid in their wake. Now, as whispers of war echo over the fjords and across the plains, fate follows in the footsteps of three warriors: a huntress on a perilous quest, a noble woman pursuing battle fame, and a thrall seeking retribution among the mercenaries known as the Bloodsworn. All three will change the course of the world as it once more falls under the shadow of the gods. I am so excited for this. It's been a really long time since I read a fantasy with dragons and monsters and gods in it, so looking forward to this. And last but not least of my physical books, I want to read Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kings Barbara Kingsolver. Sure. I've heard lots of things about this book. It has a bit of mixed reviews, but I think I'll like it. I love the cover, love this edition. Once again, it has that like frayed, rough edges. And I think this is historical fiction. Okay, so this is not fantasy. This is historical fiction. And I think it's a retelling on Charles Dickens' David Copperfield, right? Am I totally wrong here? Yeah, it's about a boy in the mountains of southern Appalachia. Appalachia? How do you pronounce that? It says, Demon Copperhead speaks for a new generation of lost boys and for all those born into beautiful, cursed places they can't imagine leaving behind. I'm excited for this one. So that is my physical TBR. I am so nervous, guys, to do the September wrap up where I will be exposed if I actually got through these or not. I'm also hoping to do some reading blocks with these to try and motivate me. So if there's any in here that you particularly would like to see a more in-depth review of or as I read it, let me know. And then on my trusty old Kindle, I want to tackle my series challenge. I have started so many series in the past few years that I just have left completely behind for no reason. I just struggle with finishing a series. And there's two that I'm determined to finish this coming month. First of all, Jade Legacy, the third installment in the Jade City trilogy, right? By Fonda Lee. I am scared to finish the series. I know it's going to completely devastate me. So that's why I've been putting it off. But I'm hoping that September will be the month when I finish the third book and hopefully start the two little novellas as well. Although I might leave those for October. We'll see how much reading I actually get done this coming month. And I'm also hoping to finish the Locked Tomb series. I have read Gideon the Ninth and I started Harrow the Ninth as an audiobook, but I just kept getting lost. I don't think it's a book that I can listen in audio format. So I got them on my Kindle, Harrow the Ninth and Nora the Ninth, and I'm hoping September is the month when I finally finish them. And last but not least, I have 3 audiobooks that I'm hoping to finish. Lately, I've been struggling with audiobooks for some reason. I just can't stay focused. The two of them are pretty short, so I'm hoping they'll be easy to get through and also great for when I'm just cleaning around the apartment, walking to class, things like that. And I feel like with nonfiction, it's a lot easier to focus. I'm not having to keep track of characters' names and who is speaking and lore. So I think it'll just be a better way to get through my nonfiction books this month. I have entitled How Male Privilege Hurts Women, which I've heard great things about, as well as Cultish. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Cultish, The Language of Phantasm by Amanda Montell. I've heard great things about the author, and it just sounds like a very interesting topic. And if I get through those two and still have some time, I might read her other book, or one of her other books, Word. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. I'll put it right here. You'll have the title. A Feminist Guide to Taking Back the English Language. I'm taking a linguistics course this semester, so I think it'll be really interesting to read this book as well as I take the course and just learn a lot more about how words come to be, if that makes sense. And yeah, those are the 2, hopefully 3 audiobooks that I get through this month. And last but not least, I have my book club pick with one of my best friends. We're still not 100% sure. We may or may not start The Raven Cycle, and I will definitely be vlogging that if I do read them because those books are so hyped and I've been meaning to read them for so long. I read the first one a couple years ago and just wasn't able to get my hands on the rest and ended up kind of forgetting about it. I do remember really enjoying it, but I could not tell you what happened in that book. Um, so I'm hoping to reread the first one and then finish the series this year at some point, and maybe we'll start it in September. And when I do, I'll definitely be vlogging my reaction to the whole series. So look forward to that. And yeah, I think that's it. How many books am I hoping to get through this month? I don't know how realistic this is, guys. Let's see. I have 11 books I'm hoping to get through. Will that happen? Oh, let's stay hopeful, okay? Let's stay optimistic. 11 books. I can do that. September's a long month, right? The semester is pretty chill. I'm taking very few courses, so I really have no excuse. And I think that's that on that. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.